Why You Should Ditch the Scale and What You Should Do Instead by Leah Genders of leahgendersfitness.com. You know the feeling all too well. You did great last week. You worked out hard, really hard. You worked out even when you didn't feel like it. Your food diary was glowing with good choices. You meal prepped like a boss. You skipped the lunch out with coworkers at the burger joint, packed a salad every day, and ate a balanced, healthy dinner every night. You skipped the candy jar and passed on the birthday cake. You killed it. But then you stepped on the scale, and the number flashing up at you seemingly wasn't reflecting all your hard work from the week. Your heart sinks. What gives? It takes time. A healthy weight loss goal is 1 to 2 pounds per week on average over time. Any more than 2 pounds per week, and you're likely losing muscle along with fat, which can be detrimental to your metabolism. A 1 to 2 pound per week goal doesn't mean that you should expect to lose 2 pounds every single week. Weight loss rarely happens in a straight line. With exercise and a small reduction in calorie intake, you can probably expect to lose between 12 to 20 pounds within a 12-week period, and that's an average. That doesn't mean there won't be weeks when you don't lose any weight, or even gain a pound on the scale. The important thing is to watch the downward trend over time, rather than obsessing over the number week to week. Practice patience and consistency. Life is not a 12-week challenge. This isn't The Biggest Loser. This is your life. News stories were reporting, by the way, that most of those contestants put the weight back on anyway, due to the unhealthy way they lost it. Ditch the scale if you focus too much on the number on the scale from week to week. Here's what you should do instead. Be consistent with your healthy habits and lifestyle changes. Focus on the process. Give it time. Weight loss versus fat loss. The problem with focusing too much on a goal weight is that the scale only tells one small piece of the story. A mistake that a lot of people make is that they focus on weight loss rather than fat loss. Muscle and fat weigh exactly the same, of course. 1 pound of fat equals 1 pound of muscle. However, muscle is much more dense and takes up a lot less space in your body. If you are losing fat but gaining muscle, the number on the scale may stay the same, but you may wear a smaller pant size. Focus on fat loss and lean muscle gains. Alter your body composition by exercising and eating healthful foods. If you lose too much weight too quickly, you're almost certainly losing lean muscle along with fat. Someone who is too focused on scale weight may be thrilled to see a lower number, but the truth is, it could be a bad thing if they're also losing muscle. Ditch the scale if you are more worried about weight loss than fat loss. And here's what you should do instead. Forget weight loss and focus on fat loss. Track your fat loss progress by measuring your body fat percentage and taking body measurements. Perform weight-bearing exercises to build and preserve lean muscle, and do a mixture of moderate and high-intensity cardiovascular exercises to help burn fat. Non-scale victories. Some people decide on an arbitrary number they want to reach on the scale and won't be satisfied until they reach it. But you can't bully your body into cooperating with your unrealistic goals. If we focus on fat loss and other non-scale victories, then we can find success regardless of the number on the scale. How do you feel? How well are you sleeping? How do your clothes fit? How are your energy levels? How has your athletic performance improved in sports and in life? Can you carry the groceries from the car to the house without trouble? Can you chase the kids or dogs around the backyard or climb the stairs without getting winded? These are all non-scale victories that deserve to be celebrated. What if you had positive responses to all these questions, but your scale weight stayed the same? That would be great, because it would prove that your hard work is paying off. You are now healthier, more athletic, with improved body composition. Ditch the scale if you can't see past the scale to appreciate the successes in non-scale victories. What you should do instead is to keep track of non-scale improvements as diligently as you are watching your scale weight. In the end, the number doesn't matter. It's great to have fat loss goals and fitness goals, but picking a number that you think you should weigh and then going after it by any means necessary is unhealthy. A healthier alternative is to learn to love movement, healthy foods, and find joy in the process, and see where it takes you. People who have a healthy relationship with the scale should continue to use it as one of the many tools they use to track progress. However, if you struggle with the scale or become obsessed or discouraged with your scale weight, then I recommend you ditch the scale and never look back. You just looked at the post titled, said, quote, "Quitting smoking is easy. I've done it 1,000 times." End quote. Brilliant, right? Couldn't we say the same about weight loss? We've lost weight thousands of times. We just may not have been able to keep it off. Or, as today's author Leah mentioned, maybe it wasn't the specific type of weight we wanted to lose. We lost water weight or muscle and not body fat. Losing body weight isn't the problem then, because we can do it. It's losing the right amount and the right type. Based on all of the studies we have right now, what we found is the best way to go about losing the right type of fat and the right amount of it is to think slow and consistent. Find an eating pattern that you enjoy and can stick to. Within that eating pattern, try to incorporate 5 to 9 combined servings of mostly non-starchy vegetables. Stop eating when the hunger goes away instead of when you start to feel full. Find movements that you enjoy and try to accumulate at least 30 minutes of that movement each day. These steps will help get that weight loss process going and hopefully keep it going over the long term too. This is because when you do the things that you like, that fit your lifestyle, it doesn't feel like work. And to go back to Mark Twain's quote, habits aren't really that easy to form or to break. Consistency over time is what's key. Alright, that'll do it for today. I'll be back here tomorrow for our usual Friday